Welcome to AAP Series, Episode 3. I'm your author, Amon Alakusapiri, Chartered Accountant by profession. In this episode, we are going to look at the layering stage, which is the second stage of the money laundering process. So, once financial criminals obtain the money and they've utilized the first stage, which is the placement stage, to introduce this money into the financial system, there comes a second stage, which is the layering stage. The layering stage is the significant, intricate level of money laundering, because these perpetrators strive to separate criminality from the origin of this illicit money, so that at the end of the day you just have money which you can't tell whether it's illegal, or you see is that it's legal tender. So to achieve that, the layering stage becomes a sophisticated stage where multiple transactions have to be mapped out. So these financial criminals will have a sophisticated web of transactions to mask and to ensure criminality is not associated with those transactions. In certain instances, these guys will even collude with professionals, name them bankers, lawyers, to ensure that these intermediaries aid them to layer these monies. Multiple bank accounts will be utilized. With the presence of mobile money, which has promoted financial inclusion, multiple mobile money accounts will be utilized to layer and transfer these monies, to wash these illicit funds. So, once these funds are wired through these corporations, trusts, the transactions associated, they are not very unique transactions. You find that in certain instances, these criminals will be buying stock. These criminals will be buying government securities. These criminals will be purchasing property, will be purchasing these assets, so that they disguise the origin of these funds, and at an opportune time they dispose of some of these assets and return back cash and cash equivalents of some kind. So once the funds have been placed into these financial institutions, in the layering stage, being a significant, intricate stage of money laundering, criminals target to ensure that an audit trail is erased, or it becomes difficult for someone to map and associate those funds to the original sources. So the primary objective of the money laundering layering stage is to ensure, by these criminals, is to ensure criminality associated with these funds. This is criminality. You are talking about money blending. You are talking about offshore accounts. You are talking about beating customs regulations, where those thresholds somehow, somewhere, someone manages to sneak out money through customs. We are talking about invoice fraud. We are talking about aborted transactions. All those just forms part of the web of transactions to ensure that criminality is not associated with those transactions and the monies appear legitimate. So in the layering stage, this tends to be the most sophisticated stage. And authorities, public practitioners, with limited background in techniques to decipher some of these schemes, it becomes impossible. But at the face of it all, really, there is bookkeeping which is associated with these transactions, in as much as it might be sophisticated. But in one way or the other, there will always be something which will point to the obvious. But the bottom line with the layering stage, the main objective with these criminals is to deassociate the criminality in these transactions from the owners and original source. Thank you for watching this episode. In the next episode, we are looking at the integration stage, which is the third stage in the money laundering, among the money laundering stages. Thank you.